that. I think it's so important to keep it to context here. Two things. Number one, like you just said, AEW is still a relatively young company at the end of the day that has grown so quickly. And to even be in the conversation of being the number two brand in wrestling is a huge accomplishment in and of itself in such a short period of time. Think about how long it takes for companies to get to that higher level of recognition after being around for years. So it's massively important to keep that into context. And then on the attendance front too, like let's say even it's a bad attendance night, 2,500 fans, whatever it is, 3,000 fans. How many other wrestling companies in the world are putting 2,500, 3,000 fans consistently in the seats these days other than WWE?
I mean, they're not. And it's one of those things. AEW is paramount to the health and success of the pro wrestling industry. And if you're one of those people online that is, an AEW hater who like wants AEW to fail, you want them to go out of business. You love to post the pictures of their low attendances. You love to, just dunk on them all the time. Like you're not helping. It's that you aren't a pro wrestling fan if that is what you are doing or that is what you believe in, because AEW makes pro wrestling better. It allows people who might not be at WWE to have another option, a place they could go to. And Tony Khan fucking loves wrestling and he's very passionate about it. And he is doing the best he can with what he has to work with. And you can never blame him for not being passionate or for not trying, because he is always trying. Is he perfect? No, of course not. And during the course of this episode, you said like, this is not a slam dunk on AEW. No, not at all. I mean, like, it's an honest conversation. And I think it's things that are out there. And still at the end of the day, they're always doing a great number of viewers on TV. They're in the top 5 shows every single night. Once again, even if they don't sell out an arena, there are more tickets in that arena than you're going to see at any other wrestling company, sans WWE. So they're still a success, and they have this huge roster. They put out these kick-ass matches, and they change the industry. They will go down in the books saying that they changed the course of history by starting AEW and starting this whole movement right now. Just don't hate on AEW. Don't hate on WWE. Don't hate on anything. Like, the people on social media are the absolute worst. The people that go on there just to troll people, to hate on people, to just disrespect people, just like let people live their lives. Worry about what you have going on in your life. I'm sure it is much more important than it is trying to slam dunk on AEW or WWE or wherever the fuck you're trying to slam dunk on. But worry about your own self.
Yeah. And listen, this is a huge period of time for AEW right now where it's trying to get this new TV rights deal. The exclusive negotiating window is closing, but if AEW can, because this is my thought, not reporting something. This is me just saying this with a little added intuition from speaking to people and trying to get a feel for it. I really think part of a potential new TV deal for AEW with Warner Bros. Discovery would be getting Dynamite streamed on Max simultaneously as it is on TV. And if that happens, with how, I mean, Max is up plus 0.1 in growth rather from a year ago. Streaming is up overall. Cable is down. If that happens, that changes the dynamic of the way that you consume a major television program by having it accessible on a streaming service. And that's going to come with a big rights increase as well. So the people who are claiming doom and gloom here, I think it is just A, unnecessary, and B, off put and out of bounds. But
Yeah, I mean it's not going to be a doom and gloom. They're going to re-sign. They're going to have TV coming up. I mean they do too good of numbers not to. It is a sought after product, and people watch it, and it's still extremely popular, right? It, as you said, it's been around for a while. Maybe some of the shiny new toy elements have rubbed off. Maybe there's been a couple things that maybe they can work on going forward to build up more goodwill towards fans or whatever. But like AEW is going to be around, and that's a good thing. That's a positive thing, and everybody should be cheering that on, and they should be celebrating that AEW is here and is going to be around.